Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farms. As you can see, the field that we were cultivating at the end of the last episode has been cleared, and I'm just going to drop the cultivator off here because I'm going to pick up the trailer and start delivering the barley, because I think that's quite important that goes while the prices are high. Go. Hitch that up, and we're going to drop under the silo here. They did thankfully manage to get it all stored at the silo here rather than over at the other farm that obviously can't be accessed at the moment. Right. Gonna get going, and I will catch up with you when we get there. Okay, we're just arriving at the farm store with the first load. It's gonna be a few trips. It's about 90,000 litres of barley to deliver, and I think this is the one. Nope, turns out it's the wrong one, and it's just round here. That's the one we need. Right, let's get this dropped off and we'll go back and do the next lot. Hello again. Just coming in with the final little load. It's a half load, just that final 10,000 litres. Right. And let's just nip over here to the office and sort out the money transfer. Well, that was all good. The farm currently has 118,000 in the bank account. So that's been good. I would imagine most of that will now go to paying off that loan. Hello again. I've just borrowed the JCB telehandler from the farm. You can see just up ahead there, McCormick's already there with the trailer. Now, they don't have any log forks for the JCB. They just tend to manage it with pallet forks. So I guess that could be some fun for us to have a go with as well. Just switch this off and leave it here for the time being. So we are just in the horse paddock, which has some very nice stables actually. Yeah. I mean, we were thinking about trying to bring Shreddy and Beauty across with us, and it's a nice area for them to have access to. And maybe, I mean, this is technically, this field is part of the land seized by the bank, but it was only used as a grass cut field. We are sort of, yeah, it's a bit dubious what we're doing. Now, if I just push through these bushes and fight my way through these tree branches. So, there is an entire field here. It's a grass field. It's mostly been left to nature. But there's no official access to it. There's nothing on any official blueprints. So, officially, the farm owns this land. As far as the bank is aware, there is, like, nothing to it. It's just land. Therefore, they've not fully seized it. They think it's kind of given over to nature and to the deer. Which it sort of is. But what we're going to do is make a little bit of access into it, and just take a couple of the trees down, especially some of the ones that are like looking like they might be on the verge of coming down anyway, so kind of protecting things like the power lines that are running across through the top here, protecting bits like that. But also, you know, it's a tree that's coming down anyway. The only one that we are taking down that's not a legitimate, it's going to fall down soon, is this one, which we need for access through here. And then we will have an extra little grass field that we can make use of for the farm. It might be that we turn it to arable. I don't know, but very definitely it will first and foremost be a grass field. If we do turn it to arable, then I've suggested that this area down here be given over to some like wildlife maze or something like that. So some sort of corn that is going to nourish and sustain the wildlife. And we might also see about putting in some beehives as well, because that again will be all about encouraging wildlife and growth and all those sorts of things. So it's time to get on with cutting down some trees. I think probably this one I'll try and take first, the sort of slightly awkward one. Right, is that gonna go? Come on. There we go. Right. Now, I should just be able to just give this a push. Whoa! That went. That really went. Right. Branches here and here also need taking out. Excellent. Right. I'm going to carry on with this. I'll probably, once there's a bit more space, bring some of the heavy equipment in. But for now, I think I probably need to just try and lug this out of the way by hand. There we go. Right. Have a little look now. That bit as well can go over there. Right. I am going to catch up with you in a bit, and we'll see how much of a trailer full we've got. Hello again. It's getting a little bit late in the evening. As you can see, we're running mostly by torchlight. The two big trees are down, and that kind of funny, awkward one as well is down. We've got a very badly loaded trailer just there. Probably going to fit a bit more on. There's all of this that is kind of delimbed and ready to go. We've taken down the tree that was just in the middle over here. And there is still one more to do, but I don't really want to be bringing trees down with no light. So we will come back in the morning. Hopefully by that point as well, at the very least the outside of the building will be ready to go for our carpentry building, and we can start transporting it there. Ironically, although our field is just over there through that tree line, we will have to go right the way out this way, right the way all around, literally around the houses, to come back in up the top. Hello again. You will see I have reconfigured the trailer because I've just been down to the store and purchased 25,500 litres of sunflower. That is because it's February. Happy February, everybody. And our production chains, some of them have been built. Darren is currently out. You can see him just out there. Just pause in the gap. You can see him. He is out with the New Holland from the farm and the slurry tanker. He is spreading some of the slurry because the slurry pit was about to overflow. So he is doing that as a welfare for the cows job, because if their slurry tank overflows, that would be a bad thing. Let's take this carefully through the village. We don't want to crash into our house. Susie will be upset at me. So our production chains are getting going. We have had a carpentry built, so that will take wood like those trees that I cut down and turn them into furniture. And it will also take planks. If we elected to build a sawmill and have planks built and have those turned into furniture. We've also had an oil mill built, which is where the sunflower comes in. So I have paid £12,871 for this consignment of sunflower, which will be turned into sunflower oil. Now my hope is that we can make significantly more than £12,871 from all of that sunflower oil. And that's kind of what this is all about. It's about buying products in, we'll turn them into something else. Okay, we've had some startup costs. In time, do you know what? Our startup costs will hopefully be met, but we can start kind of ticking things over and making some money, and then invest in more products and invest in more factories. And that's what this little adventure's all about. So here's our carpentry, and this is basically, this is wood that is sat here ready to drop in to the carpentry, but there isn't any space for it. So we've had that cut down. If I just run through I can probably squeeze through these gaps because the trees aren't very well built yet. Down into the ditch, there we go, and back up. So, there was a kind of lone tree up that end. That's now gone. There was a sort of lone tree in the middle over here. That's now gone. And we also have our entranceway that we cut in just up here. There we go. Now I will probably get some sort of mulcher in or something like that just to tidy this entrance up. But that's on me rather than being on the farm, because it's me that wants it to look a bit neater. Finance wise, let me just update you where we are on that. So after the sales that went through yesterday, the farm, Robert and Julie, had 118,000 in the bank account. They chose to put 85,000 of that towards the loan to pay the bank off. So that left 33,000 in the bank. There is currently 30,000 in the bank because of up the ditch. 30,000 because of the interest on the loan for January. Our finances over here. So we spent 80,000 on the oil mill. The carpentry was 60,000. That took us down to 35,000. And then obviously we've just spent the, let's call it 13,000 on the sunflower oil. So that puts us obviously in a slightly more sticky predicament money wise, but hopefully the sunflower oil will start kicking in, that will start producing, and we will start getting oil that we can get selling. And likewise, furniture pallets, we will start producing furniture that we can get selling. I'm going to have a look, see if there's any contracting work to do, but it might just be a case of waiting a month or so until things have started to produce and kind of doing little bits of work on the farm for Robert and Julie. Obviously field 6, with that slurry being put on it, it's getting it ready. I had a chat with Robert and Julie. We're planning on putting oats into that because that will give us straw to use with the cows. Obviously the bank are happy with that because it's is for the welfare of the cows. We are currently discussing what we're going to do with this field and whether we are just going to mow it or whether we use it for crop. Thank you so much for watching. Please do jump on the like button, share this video with your friends, and get subscribed to the channel if you're not already subscribed. But most importantly of all, have a great day.